Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Kimberly with Journal Breeze, and I'm very grateful that you stopped by today to check out this nature and feminine journal. It's inspired by primarily kits from the Paper Cameo, her older and her more current. They're all listed in the description box. And it's taken on a feeling all of its own. It's like stepping into a different world compared to other journals that I've made anyway, and I feel like it's just unique. So I am excited to show you. We have two journals. I just happen to have them laying on top of each other. You can see that this one is heavily machine embellished. It has an open spine. These are leather hinges. This is the seam binding ribbon. And I have a wonderful metal closure here. Love it. It's so perfect for this journal. I got it from Rust Paper Scissors on Etsy. It's in the description box. And this one I used a key for the closure. So let's start. Well, let me show you the cover. This cover is from the kit In the Woods by the Paper Cameo on Etsy, and I've taken it to my own place. To me, it's very earthy. It's very much about the base, the ground, and about feminine energy and power and mystery and the senses. You know how women are more emotional, yes, but they have access to so many more feelings, somatically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So it's really about that. And it also has an overall fall selection of ephemera. It's packed with ephemera. I have paper clipped in most everything because I wanted you to be able to take it out, use it somewhere else, or glue it down, use it in this journal in your own way. Or if the person who purchases it, because it is available, wants me to glue it down where it is in this video, I'm happy to do that before I send it to you. But I just felt like the option was the way to go. And I'd love to know what you think about that, because as I said before, I intend to make more of my journals available to go to new homes. And I want to know if you would like to have more things paper clipped, more things left blank, or not. So do let me know in the comments about that. Okay, so I'm going to go through this little guy first. He's pretty simple, but I do love this closure. I took a key, I stitched it down with a matching cord, and this has a cute top all of its own, but I put a postcard from an early kit, and I embellished or grunged up canvas, coffee dyed it first, and then stamped it, and I just love it. I love this whole feel, kind of crocodile. So I tied a bow, but you know, you might want to tie something else. I thought the twine went well, but you might want to use something else. And so I just packed it with random papers. Purplish lilac, grungy pink. Call it what you want, kind of worked its way into both of these journals here and there. I like how it goes with the musty brown and green. This is from an old book. This is from another kit, and I actually did the pink watercolor around the edges. She looked like a garden nature girl to me. And that's it for that. So if you do choose to decorate this a lot, then you could make that your writing journal. So this one, I love how it worked out. I've got the seam binding underneath the hinges, but what's holding it together is this, and I also 3 pamphlet hole stitched the signature. So it's very sturdy. It's a very sturdy open spine. I mean, as sturdy as I've ever seen one. That doesn't mean it's as sturdy as a hard book. You understand that? Okay. And then this is a leather strapping, which I knotted at the end. And then this rusty closure. Ugh, ugh, I love it. I think yeah, okay. This should be a pretty quick video. Okay. Alright. So, again, I left a lot of this empty because I really wanted you to have the, decision as to whether you disliked it like this or you wanted to write something or glue a pocket or a tuck in there. I did machine stitch. Every page basically is machine stitch in most of the ephemera. So you can see some around that label. And every page I set up my stitching so that it would be really irregular and really unique. So no two pages are alike. Some are ripped further back. Some are more neatly done. But I think it just adds to that earthy. And every page is a double page where I have put a coffee dyed paper on the back, a plain on the back of one of the pages that isn't plain. And so that makes them really sturdy. This is the only one that isn't like that in the whole book, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But yeah, so it's thick and it's sturdy. And you can see this wonderful brown seam binding on all the pages. I just think it adds so much. These are metal charms that I added to the bottom and grunged up. Pretty much everything is really from her, so just look at the box underneath the video. This is the pocket I made. Lots and lots of ephemera. These happen to be little tiny labels that you can use, but because I've left this journal kind of up for you to decorate, I wanted to include lots of things that you could use to decorate it. And then this wonderful tag from an early kit, and I machine stitched. This background piece is from Sampool, and this is in the kit of labels. So I've used all of her new label kits. I added this little paper on there and scrunched up the edges of the label, and then added this to the top and this, and stitched around. This is actually a label page, but I love it so much that I just couldn't imagine cutting it up. I mean, I could cut another one up, but I didn't think that these fruit labels actually went with my sort of the floor of nature, the women of the floor of nature, of the earth of nature. So I instead made use of how beautiful it was, and I added labels to it in different places, and then where her logo and copyright are, I put another label on top of that area, which I think blends in so beautifully you wouldn't even know. And so I just used it as a one-page wonder, and I think it's gorgeous. It looks very Italian to me, like they're tiles, and so I'll be using it again this way. Just love it. This is a pocket full of goodness, but I wanted to add more of the wonderful labels to the back. I cut a journaling page down, and this is another postcard. This is one of her labels, and so is that. This is a postcard in the new kit. I added that, and this is also in the new kit, and I added that, and these little washi tape and this label. This is holding it down. These are actually real leaves, and I'm going to do a video on how I attach them, but they are absolutely protected and very flat and not shiny, and I'm really happy about that. So this is a postcard in her kits. I put on hinges, a couple of labels, and then these real leaves and some sellotape I made. Attach this little tab. And this is a California quail, and since I live in California, I kind of wanted to have that show. So it's California quail. And it's just so cute, and it's got that purpley feel, which this also has, and some of the other pages to come as well. So I did that. And this is another postcard in the kit, and I added this label and another couple of stamps. There we go. I don't think it's mandatory to do that, but I have this attached on the back, so for now I thought why not, but I think when you glue this in or do something else with the page, you can take off the paper clip. I don't think it's really a problem. It's very sturdy. This is I cut this out of a page from an early kit, put on 2 labels stitched around the sides, and then I stitched up these. I love the backs. You can almost use the backs as much as you could use the fronts. So we'll put them back in that way. This is a page from the new kit, but I added this with the muslin and this label with a butterfly. And I made it not shiny with gel medium. So I love that. And I stitched this onto the muslin, which is loose and free. This is a tag. It's a vellum tag, and I put another tag from her Botanica kits on the back, and that's what's shining through. I think it's stunning. And I cut a butterfly out of her journal paper, and these are washi tapes. They look like paper, and they're so beautiful. And then this is from her Sepia Botanica kit, and I cut out another butterfly to correspond with this. I like how her eye is, all that's showing. I think that's really mystical looking. Like what's the secret, or who is that? Who's hiding? I just love this vellum tag. These are, this is older paper, and I put a new tag on it. It's just great for writing, and it fits this theme so well. This is from the newer kit. And again, are you noticing the edges? Lots of really unusual stitching. I love that loose zigzag stitch. Just love it. This one's really short, I think it's longer. And these come in the add-on kit to the In the Woods, the ephemera kit. And again, I didn't want to glue them down, but I would put them on this page myself. And these are a couple of more pieces that I cut out of an old kit page, added labels to both. And then this one, I added a new label and thought I would have that be the side that's showing. I like this and that together. This is from an old kit as well. Loved these. This is how, I found her with her Greek papers, Antiquity, I think it's called. And then the next kits were these Botanica kits. So I've been with her that long and just love her kits, old and new. This is a pocket that I made from an old envelope, from a junk mail envelope, and it could be connected and be a flip. You could use this somewhere else and just have that like that. It's really up to you. I also put little stickers on here. They're small, and I don't use a lot of small things, so I thought this would be a good place. So all up and down are all these stickers. These two prints are from Cheryl Francis Art. I left these on here in case you wanted to hang something with them. It is tied in a double knot, so it could be untied if needed. This is another tuck from the add-on, another tag, and another postcard from an older kit. I added the Amsterdam and Airmail and September and put the back on. This is a decorated French folded. It's got a letter inside. This, and this. I got a little carried away, but I think it looks good because it's so neutral. And I just love this page. And since there were postage stamps here, I thought, wow, what a great place to put this. And then this coffee dime turned out so great, I didn't want to cover it. A pocket could be here, but I'll leave that up to you. This is a sticker I made. I think this is Tracy Fox Butterfly. And then a label from her new kit, as is that and that. And this is from an older kit, Botanica, which I love. This is a giant tag that I made that I just think goes really well. The references are all to jungle type of countries, and I think this has a jungle feel. The women, you know, have these things growing that's ferns. It's very jungly to me. So I added this in. I've got antique fabric here and lace and lace and lace. It's kind of hard to see because I wanted it to be really neutral. It's really, really pretty. And the back shows all the machine stitching. And it's coffee dyed paper. And this is a piece of stationery paper that I coffee dyed and added a little butterfly for the tab, and then lots of writing space inside. They're connected with photo corners, so it can be taken out or glued down or whatever you'd like to do. If I kept it, I would glue it into these corners. That way it can flip up but not fall out. So some secret journaling can go in behind there. This is a page from the new kit. And some more pretty coffee dyed. This is where I really pulled off a lot of the paper and wanted to bring the stitching right to the edge. Here as well. This is from the new kit. I added a butterfly from her kit and a label. And this is a label that I turned into a pocket. And I added a couple of labels to that. And another label up there. And this is an old envelope that I made. It's not really old, but it's got the letter inside. And since it's got the World War II era feeling, I added a label not a label, but a cutout. I don't know. I cut it out of something. I turned it into a label. Americana. And this is the war, World War II. So I wanted that to be there. And that's a real envelope. Those are real Netherlands and German. And this is a envelope that I made. Now, the envelope itself is all like this, but I recovered this top part and this bottom part, and then here and inside with another paper from her, I'm pretty sure. And then I made this place to tuck. And so it's really super sturdy. And inside, I gave it, quite a bit of ephemera. Stickers, more butterflies to cut out. These stickers are from Chapter 1. And this is another label from her kit. So, lots to play with, which is always fun. And I just thought this looked way more earthy, putting in this kind of old embroidery, kind of Middle Eastern. You know, I'm not sure this is from one of her kits, but I'm pretty sure. So it also looks like something that you might see, you know, in other kits. It's kind of popular. This is the other side of that wonderful label page that I didn't cut up. Again, you can see more of the stickers that I added. And then this is a flip. Lots of hidden writing space. And she comes out. And I left the window of the bank envelope. I thought that netting was just perfect for this jungle theme. This is Italy. Yeah. Oh, I just thought it turned out kind of super fun. So I'll stick that back in. So do you feel like you stepped back in time? Every page is so consistent with the same feel and the same drab colors. I love that about it. And then that's the end. So you have your clip that the leather goes through, and I need to put those back in before I tie it. And then this little guy ties on the side, and there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it gave you some ideas. I hope you found it interesting, and if you're beyond interested and would like to know more about having it for yourself, please DM me at Instagram or through my website. My email is support@journalbreeze.com. Super easy. Not sure if it's on my website or not, actually. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'd love to hear from you. If you care to leave a comment, please do. I really love the feedback and getting to know you. So thank you to my regulars who do often comment and who are long-term subscribers. And I also have a lot of new subscribers that I hope this was intriguing to you as well. And that's it for now. See you next time. Bye-bye, guys.